Alright everyone, welcome to this video. I'm super pumped for this video because as you have read from the title, today will be my first time actually reviewing something and doing some trendy work so I'm gonna get this channel updated with the latest tech trends from February 2021. Something also very cool about this video, we'll get right to it, and that is I'll be doing my very first collaboration with the one and only Leo Gatineau. I hope I pronounced your name right, sorry if I didn't. I'll just be talking to him about this sort of trends and stuff, and I'll let you guys enjoy the video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright everyone, thank you for tuning into this video. I would love to welcome Leo into today's video. Go show him some love in the comments, and today we'll just be talking about the trends and what's happening in the technology industry. So yeah, first things first, we're probably gonna be talking about some PC building. So I will somewhat talk about the new Ryzen comparison and maybe also the GeForce Restock. So right now what I've been thinking about is when they restock, and that is I literally have no idea when they're going to restock because they didn't give us any updates. So I would be guessing around Q2 of 2021 that they both restock their GeForce and their Ryzen, because I mean right now it's complete literal bull. Right now it's literally everything's out of stock and I really hate it. So yeah, what do you think about it? Yeah,
I doubt also they're going to do it anytime soon. Yeah, Q2 seems reasonable, but I don't know, it's just this time around I was watching actually a Linus Tech Tips video recently, and I saw he was at least mapped back a release date. He had no hope at all for anyone being able to buy them, even though the 3080, I believe it is, no 3070, looked like a really, really good card comparing to the 2070 Ti. It was much better than that. He just said, look, it's a great card, but the chance of anyone being able to buy them is pretty nothing. Like, it's just not going to happen. At least he's in Canada. But I don't know what the case is for you in Australia. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, I really find weird is how all of the Radeon low-end cards, such as the RX 570 and the RX 580, and maybe even the 5500 XT, they're literally all completely out of stock. Some suppliers even remove them from their store. And then here comes a random 3090 that just comes into stock out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? So yeah.
Oh, I haven't actually seen the 3090.
And
it's shocking for you.
Yeah. And what else do we have about new PC building trends? I think that's all. I realized the low stock from from this afternoon. So yeah, it's pretty recent for my discovery. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking here just right now. I'm on Amazon, the 3090, not at all in stock in the UK. Literally none, not even one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when that's going to happen. There's not even any reviews on it, which is very surprising.
No. The thing I really hate about is the suppliers just not not getting good protection against botting, like checking out and buying stuff, like shoes for example. They should really add some protection to that. Newegg apparently gave some protection to that, and but still everything's sold out, probably because of how popular the new card is and how NVIDIA described it to be a few times more performance, and also how cheap and more affordable it is rather than the 2080 or the 2080 Ti. So yeah.
That definitely makes sense. I mean, compared to what do you think about the Ryzen, the new Ryzen? Because they kept on the same process from what I saw.
You're right.
They do say that the performance is about 2 times, and that the in terms of power consumption, they've kept that the same. So
yeah. I would say that is pretty good. I'm literally the only thing right now that I expect from Ryzen over Intel is that they said their Ryzen 9 5950X would be would overpower the 10900K. So I just really want that to happen right now for both productivity and gaming, because I mean that's why productivity is why by Ryzen, and that's what is in my PC right now. So yeah, usually I would do more productivity than my gaming, so that's why I have this in my system. So what I really hope now is for AMD to rise their game in gaming and beat Intel, so then we can both have a great productivity and also a great gaming experience.
That's curious. I mean, how come you chose to go with AMD for productivity right now? Like, what's your editing software do you use?
For editing videos, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I did consider using Sony Vegas, but I realized how expensive that was. Premiere Pro is still kind of expensive, but at least I get a student discount, which is very nice of Adobe to do. Then that is also why I like Adobe better, because they also got a whole range of compatible software such as After Effects. You can directly import and export After Effects templates and graphics into your Premiere Pro and edit your video from there. Or maybe it's Photoshop. You can add a file from Photoshop into Premiere Pro to make your image, to make a video more cool with these images that you have created on Photoshop. So yeah.
Yeah, that's curious. Yeah, I mean, when I used to use PCs, I've kind of left that, but I was using also Adobe, and yeah, the integration between all of them is great.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm on Final Cut, so I've moved away from all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the other side, let's say. But I still do understand Adobe, and I think it is an amazing suite of apps to have.
Yeah. What about Apple? We've got some recent things about the new M1 chips and how Apple describes them as being way faster than their Intel chips and also their Radeon stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think M1 has completely changed the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's, especially if we're talking about the laptop side of things, I think it's unrivaled, and realistically, for the majority of people, I think this is going to be the way to go in the future. For most companies, I think a lot will follow in Apple's footsteps now. And I mean, if you look at just for one point, if you just look at the speed, which is only one small part, it's changed. It's gone a stupid amount up for M1, and you compare it to, for example, the MacBook Air, the i3 model, which costs a similar amount to the new M1 model of the MacBook Air. It is a lot faster, more than double the speed, and also that affects again then battery life, and then from there you're also affecting, and they also run very cool, and that is another thing that I think is amazing with the M1, and that you really can't compare to, at least in laptops with Intel, because for example the M1 doesn't even have a fan. Yes, it does thermal throttle, but even when it gets to that point, it's still usable, and the benchmarks that you can get from it are, I've never seen anything like it. It's yeah, I don't know what you think of that, Harry. How do you find the M1 to be?
I would definitely find what you said pretty true. So you said that speed was good, but battery life, you said, does that cost more battery life, right?
No, actually, I think the M1, it's the battery is amazing. Like with the MacBook Air, they say Apple, they quote the numbers 18 hours of screen usage. Mental.
18 hours compared to the 11 hours before.
Yeah, and that's the less one. 20 hours,
bruh. And also, yeah, that's so cool. And also, I was actually very surprised when you said they didn't have a fan, because immediately when you said, I was like thermal throttling, and then you were like thermal throttling, and then I'm like, and then you still said benchmarks were very good as well. So I'm actually pretty surprised. I was actually meant to order an M1 for a school laptop, but then that got cancelled because I was meant to move somewhere else and live there, and I needed another computer, and I went to M1 as my first go-to point because of that, because the school wanted me to buy a MacBook. So yeah, definitely M1. I'm very sure it is a good investment for people who are just getting started with the productivity and stuff like that. And once people get advanced in laptops and stuff, and they can start migrating to platforms such as desktop PCs or high-end Windows 10 productivity laptops and stuff like that. So yeah,
that definitely makes sense. I agree with that. The two things I would just say in terms of M1 is that if someone out there is looking to get a laptop from Apple with the M1 chip, I wouldn't really recommend the Pro. The Air, even though the Pro does have a fan, the Air doesn't. That's pretty much the only difference. And people have shown over the past 3 months of their release that it doesn't make a difference. And even though it does thermal throttle, the performance you're getting out of it is maybe 10% slower in certain tasks. And other than that, it's pretty much the same. So you're going to save about £300 in the UK. I don't know what that is in dollars in Australia, but yeah.
£300, that's actually a lot. It's around $500 Australian probably. That is basically a lot of that gone, because the MacBook Pro, I think in Australian dollars is $22.99. That's off the top of my head. I haven't been on Apple for ages. I don't know what it is in UK pounds, but I'm expecting it to be pretty high up. But I mean, you said £300 off. That's actually quite a lot, because I mean, when Apple does their price ranges, they either go from they would normally go for the really big ones, such as I've once known an Apple laptop that is 22,000, and then the next model up was like 3,000. So that's something Apple probably has a lookout for. Maybe introduce some mid-range between the two high-end laptops that we have right now. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for M1 chips. Alright, Leo, I think we should talk probably a bit about the trends and all of the cool gadgets that companies decide to propose to us about, including some very weird but cool things from Razer, and also a bunch of cool and innovative tech that we should probably check out. Maybe some crypto as well, but we'll go on during our talk. So
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So first of all, I think I found out something, and that is
an interesting one.
Interesting project Hazel from Razer. So apparently they say it's the world's smartest mask, and they have a video here. I think I watched it. It's literally just a mask, but with the N95 respirator, and then also freaking mic and amplifier systems on them. So
auto sterilization. Oh my god.
Oh my. Oh, the case is absolutely amazing. Look at that case.
I assume it's UV, like a UV light that's sterilizing it, something like that.
Yeah,
oh my
that's
god.
Smart. Like, that's pretty smart. And
yeah, it's a bit over the top. We have to. Of course, they had to put RGB.
RGB. Yeah, putting RGB on the mask. Wouldn't that just get you too much attention that you probably don't need? So yeah.
And a see-through one as well. That I can't imagine that being too great.
Nope, that might not be too great either.
No, definitely not. But yeah, you know what? If they can sell it, if they have a market for it, why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Low light mode, so interior lights light up when it's automatic, when it's dark. Okay. Transparent design, we just talked about that. Voice amp technology, so built-in mic and amplifier, so then you don't get that muffled thing when you're talking. Imagine wearing this to class, and then teacher asks you a question, and you have your mask, and everyone else have a mask on, and then the teacher's like, "What the hell are you saying?" And then you're the only one that can actually speak clearly. Though that's maybe something that actually is cool to think about.
That's for sure. Like for me, like when I'm working, for example, you just can't hear your clients. You can't hear your clients at all, and so that would definitely be a help. But I'm not sure how much. Like, what's the battery then? That's another thing. What would be the battery life or something like that?
The thing is, if this thing is running off batteries, then it's I can see that the case is a charging case from this little prong here. I think it charges something over here. Maybe it just charges these ventilators, which are actually built in with the mic and stuff. So then it charges basically everything, including the RGB lights, which are too over the top.
Maybe.
I think they just charge all of that at once. So yeah. And then you got replaceable filters, as they said, charging case with UV sterilizer, and then durable design. This is something that a lot of masks should have, and that is durable design, because sometimes if you grab a disposable mask or something, a light tug on the sides would make it snap
when it's broken.
And also the fabric itself, sometimes if you buy a really low quality one, sometimes if you get caught in something and you tear it really hard, you actually might tear the whole mask. But the thing is, I have not seen a plastic mask before, though. That's the thing. If there is a plastic...
I've seen them, but they get dirty. They just don't look good, you know. It's not. I don't think that would work out too well if it's see-through.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's like, it's much better for the environment, like you say. But I'm just not sure if people would actually pick something like that over, you know, those material ones that look quite nice anyway.
Right. And they said it's waterproof, and I'm guessing the waterproof is only for the ventilators, just in case someone sprays water at your face. And it's scratch resistant, which would probably make sense due to it being transparent, and a scratch would probably be very visible in that. So yeah, and it's made by recyclable plastic. So active ventilation brings cool air in and release heat, and that is actually probably a very important thing for masks.
Yeah.
Because if it releases heat, then you don't get this very stuffy feeling inside your mouth and your mask, and I think that one's a really important factor to consider as well. So yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. But, yeah, it feels like they're going a bit too deep into this. It feels like they're planning on this being used for a while longer, which is for me. I hope not, but obviously we'll see. It's
an airtight seal, which means if you wear glasses and you put on the mask, it doesn't fog up your mask. It doesn't fog up your glasses. Or if you just ate a mint and you put on your mask and you breathe, and then it just goes in your eyes, and then it feels really bad. So,
I haven't experienced that one yet, but I understand the glasses.
Adjustable ear loops. That's also probably pretty good as well. So yeah. Personalized. Being no smart mask would be complete without a little flair, so offering 16.8 million colors, which is probably RGB, and a suite of iconic colors. Basically just Razer Chroma RGB, and yeah, these are just some cool snapshots of the actual mask itself. So I've seen this kind of looking either cool or either looking kind of stupid. What do you think about that?
I'd fall to the stupid side unless you can make it work, you know. Like maybe if you've got your Razer keyboard in front of you and you link up the RGB to it, maybe then you'll look good.
Yeah, that would be very good. And my lights just turned off again. I just realized. Let me turn these back on. So yeah, Razer Project Hazel. At least it's still a concept right now. So you can get notified of this if they actually do it, but it's just a concept right now. So
they might just not bother with it, to be fair.
So what would you give this a rating out of 10?
Oh, we're gonna do ratings. Okay. I'd say in terms of being a viable project that's useful, I'd say it's maximum a 5 or a 6 that's needed, that's necessary. But in terms of coolness, you could probably give it a bit more than that. How about you?
Me too. Somewhere around that would be probably where I would put it as well. It's useful. It's useful, but I would just say probably design looks cool, but I'm scared about it looking weird on you. So that is literally all I care about. But the performance on this thing of what they're gonna say is actually pretty cool. And if I do get one, I'll probably try it out. So yeah, just to see what it's like.
Cool.
Yeah. Moving on.
Alright.
I think this is a ring, like the Xenxo-S Ring. Let's speed things up a bit. So I think this is the Xenxo-S Ring. It's basically a ring that's 12 features merged into a ring. 6 accessories with 12 features into four different colored rings. So apparently you can gesture control your music, you can have Bluetooth call for up to 1 hour.
Imagine holding a ring next to your face like this. Like you'd be that guy doing this.
Yeah,
I'd assume so.
Doing that. Yo, hello everyone. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Does that look cool or does that look weird?
It could look either. You know, I think
Yeah.
if people actually understand you're using a ring, it's cool. Otherwise, you just look like a bit of someone who's something else is going on in their head. You know? So exactly.
1 hour of talk time. All right. Data storage. Damn, this thing's gonna convert into a USB now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then NFC payments. Damn, that's actually gonna be very useful. I'm not gonna lie.
Very useful.
Very, very useful. Silent alarm depends on the person. I mean, a small vibration might wake someone up, might not wake someone up. So yeah.
Yeah.
SOS alert. Pretty useful, I would say.
Yeah.
Literally,
Definitely.
someone stalking you, press your ring a couple of times or something, call the emergency services. Damn. I mean, they wouldn't even know back there. They wouldn't even know.
No
So
one
yeah.
knows.
Voice assistant. I'm pretty sure they confirmed that they're going to be using Google Assistant and Voice Assistant. I don't know. Sorry, Google Assistant and Siri. I don't think they're going to get started with Alexa though. So yeah.
Yeah, I've never been much of an Alexa user, so I'm not too sure what that is. But definitely, I love Google Assistant, so I think that's fine.
I love Google Home. I literally have one right there, and I accidentally pulled out my freaking headphones. Goddamn. So I am gonna plug this back in. There we go. Keyless entry. Welcome to the era of keyless. Oh my god, this is gonna be very useful if you live in an apartment or somewhere that has a gate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a gate.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that on my home door.
Yeah.
Like a Bluetooth home, I wouldn't trust it. But you were saying you have that on a home gate.
Yeah. So well, I live in a townhouse, so there's just a big gate out the front. So if I will be able to just tap the gate, and I'll be able to enter, because then there would be a series of houses behind us, so it's probably just the big gate that we have to care about. So yeah.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
Alright. Fitness tracking.
Yeah.
Damn. IPX7 water resistant, so I think does that mean it only protects on water and no dust?
I think it's just like a splash, essentially, because I know it's IP67 and 68 means literally resistant up to a certain amount of depth, but X7, I think it's splash and maybe slightly dust resistant. So not much.
Because I search up IPX7, it says submerged up to like 1 meter for 30 minutes. Because look, I also IPX7. It says,
you're right. 30 minutes, 1 meter. Wow,
can be
that's
submerged.
great.
Yeah, that's actually very, very, very useful then. You can go for a swim with this thing now, so yeah. I think that's pretty good for the specs. Now if I go pre-order now...
Let's see if they're actually going to release this, that's the thing.
Yeah. They said they're going to release this quarter 2 of 2021, so I think that's around April. Is that right? Pretty sure it's April. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Quarter 2, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty reasonable price at $189 for, I mean, all of these things. I mean, I would look at Apple and say, gosh damn, your AirPods are like, AirPods Pros are like $399, and then you can have this ring you can just hold to your ear and just talk with. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
But then again, they're not producing other products, so it's that link. But yeah, personally, I wouldn't buy AirPods. I think it's a rip-off, but like you say, yeah, that's definitely a point.
Yeah. 1 year warranty.
Sorry. Yeah, 1 year warranty. That's
1 year warranty. Not bad. International free shipping. Free shipping internationally. That is actually a lifesaver. Usually, the shipping is gonna give you like an insane amount of money added to your order. So yeah, it has like 4
knowing for both of us. Both of us being not in the US, any US products.
I think this isn't a US product.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's a US product. I don't know where it came from, but I'm pretty sure it's not a US product.
Fair enough.
Color, matte black, the white, the space gray, and the rose gold.
There's no gold though, no gold ring.
No gold ring, so yeah. Personally, out of these 4 colors, I have no idea what to choose, to be honest.
I'd go with the matte black. I think probably.
Matte black,
you know,
yeah,
but
probably me
Yeah.
too. This is the thing though. They have size 8, 10, 12, and 14. They don't have 9, 11s, and 13s because I, right here, am a size 9 and I don't know what to choose. Because if you
honestly,
have
don't know what size.
yeah, if you have a size 10 ring and then you have a humongous ring like that, and that is like, it's like the width of your knuckle to your if you grab a too big of a ring, then it will just completely slide off and also move around a lot, maybe discomfort as well. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. Hopefully they bring out different sizes.
Me too. The ring looks pretty. That's like the size I was talking about. It's pretty humongous.
Quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worries me a bit actually.
Yeah.
Because you really want this to be a thing you wear every day and you don't worry about it, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, compared to, for example, the Apple Watch or any Android Wear watch, they're much bigger and you can still do those payments on it. But because it's on your wrist, it doesn't bother you as much. So putting this on your finger might be a different story. Although payments, compared to an Apple Watch, it's nicer. I think it's much more seamless using a ring. So.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
So you get 2 USB dongles for the Xenxo ring. It's on a like this thing, I don't know what to call it, but so yeah, 3 axis accelerometer, vibration motor, NFC,
the classic ones.
Yeah. 4 gigabytes of storage. I don't know why they said memory. Because
does it say display there? Sorry.
Oh, what the?
Does it say display?
Display? Oh, I think I get what that means. See this little black thing over here?
Yeah.
I think that is what the display is. It might be able to show like what your it might be able to show your polls and stuff like that. I think I watched the video, the introduction video, and it shows this as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Protected against hand washing, splashing, and can be submerged for 30 minutes, I'm guessing. So yeah. 2 days of battery life, single charge, I'm guessing.
That's very good.
That's incredible, actually. That's very good. And then charging ring every few days. Lithium polymer. 0 to 100% in 1 hour. I'm not surprised though, really, because
it's small battery.
Tiny. Yeah. Bluetooth 5.0. That's pretty nice. It's made out of aluminum, whatever you.
Hey, aluminium. I agree with you on that one.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Yes.
All day, every day.
And diamond-like carbon coating, so I'm guessing that's going to prevent scratches. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, anything I don't trust any of these scratch things, because like the only thing I've seen so far that protects against scratches is like the self-healing LG phones from back in the day. That's the thing I've seen that actually is scratch resistant.
Yeah.
These scratches.
Yeah. 2.58 millimeters of thickness. I'm what? Where's my ruler?
Let me get. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Let me just see.
That is a thick ring.
What did they say? What was it? 2 point. I can't read on your screen.
It says 2.5, 2.5.
Oof.
Dude, that is huge. But I mean, it's a smart ring, so I understand. So yeah. And here comes the thing: 11.35 millimeters to 15 millimeters wide.
15 millimeters wide.
That is more than a centimeter wide.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Minimum
is 11 as well, and maximum is 15. So damn, that's actually very, very huge. I just realized.
Yeah.
9
I think
to 12
if it's the first generation, they'll cut it down. Yeah, 9 to 12 grams. Okay.
9 to 12 grams, understandable.
That's fine.
Size. So yeah.
Yeah.
Then you grab operating temperature to negative 10 degrees to 60. What? Oh, 60 degrees as in like outside temperature. I thought the ring was going to go to 60 temperature. So,
yeah.
Maximum operating altitude. Why is there operating altitude now? 8,000 meters high. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty. That's very high. That's so high up. Yeah. Syncs with macOS, iPhone 4S, and iPad 3 Gen, and Android 5.0. That's actually very good because then you can have an older generation phone as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. And music control via Bluetooth Classic on Android devices and Bluetooth LE on iOS devices. Not bad.
Fair enough.
Last thing I want to talk
seems
about,
okay.
Last thing I want to talk about is their refund policy, which I'm pretty sure is in the, sorry, wrong one. Okay, so it's probably in their cancellations and refunds policy.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
So it says, okay, I'm getting a bit confused here. So it says if a customer opts in for a Xenxo-S Ring, the pre-order amount is fully refundable before it's getting shipped from our warehouse. In the event the customer requests for cancellation of the booking after shipped by us, the customer shall not be entitled to any refunds.
Ooh, okay, so it's not as good as we thought, right?
Yeah. So then they say
it's a startup. It's understandable for a startup.
Yeah. But I really wanted this line though. Customers shall have the right to request replacement for faulty products within 15 days of time. 15 days of time, and then in their actual Shop Now page it says 1 year warranty. Usually warranty would cover some things like that. So yeah.
You'd think so, but then they haven't put. I don't know if there's an asterisk next to that warranty, but you know, I never trust the warranty. There is probably something weird in their privacy policy.
Yeah. But the thing is, in their shipping policy, which we went over before we started recording, it says returns due to change of mind. Xenxo will happily accept returns due to direct orders which are made under Xenxo.pro due to change of mind, as long as returned to receipt by us within 10 days of receipt. Item are returned to us in original packaging, unused and in resellable condition. So these things don't match up. Like, it doesn't match up. So yeah. If it matches up, then probably I would at least just trust them. But since they're not matching, I really don't trust the reliability of this thing. So yeah,
I'd wait till it's at least been used and reviewed by a few people if it comes out, you know.
Yeah. Right, now let's quickly talk about crypto. So
let's have a little chat on this.
Yeah. 1 Bitcoin now equals 71k Australian dollars. 50,000, that's around, let me Google it. 71k USD to AED.
It's like 51.
Oh, sorry, wrong way. That's like 55k.
55, yeah, it's mental.
Yeah.
I mean, did you get into Bitcoin early, personally, or not?
Personally, here's my backstory. At 10k.
Oh, okay, let's hear.
At 10k, I asked my parents to buy me point something or 1 Bitcoin. Now, when it went up to 20k, I mean, like, can you see this? And then they're like, nah, I think they're gonna drop. 30k, I asked them again. They said it's gonna drop. And then 50k, I'm like, please. And then they said, sure, I'll give you a tiny bit of Bitcoin. Then it goes up. And then well, I basically
fair enough.
kind of cheat. Actually, yeah, I'm really kind of pissed at them for not giving it to me when it was like at 10k. But
I think they were still early on. We're still early on this year. You know, personally, I mean, I bought like £20 of it when it was at first time I bought was 11k pounds, which is a bit more in dollars. Yeah. And then since then I've just been adding on like a little bit different coins and that. But it's a crazy market, but I think there is one of the most important things right now crypto is to have a good exit strategy, because I think it could crash. These happen every 4 years, these bull runs. So I'm not sure how long it's going to last. I hope it does for like the end of the year, but we'll see how it goes.
Bitcoin has a pretty steady growth chart, but
it does, yes.
In the last few hours, it's getting pretty stable, so that's why I was pretty hesitant when buying around the 60k mark, which is 60k Australian dollar mark. Sorry. So but if I go back into ALL, it literally starts off at around $2, but I can't see. I can't see from it there.
Imagine you bought 100 Bitcoin at $2. You know?
At $2, and then you go like You're like fling up to here to
Yeah,
55k. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Now we take a look at Binance Coin. Binance to the moon. You went like fling and then go straight from freaking what is this? Straight from, I can't see it. Does it not say? Just straight from here, and then it goes like bang straight up.
Yeah.
And then now,
mental.
and then now it just went back down by like 20% from what I just saw like today. So yeah.
Yeah, it did. So that now would be if you still believe Binance is going to go up. Now is a good time to buy actually. In this little. Personally, I'm not buying into Binance yet properly because I'm looking. I've got other coins I'm interested in. I'm not going to try and FOMO into them. You know, so.
For the past day, it's been pretty unsteady. The past week, then, swing straight up.
There you are. Exactly. Yeah.
Dash, you would like to talk about?
Another one was very interesting. I mean, compared to most of the coins now that are in, I believe it's in the top 100 or top 200. I don't know if you can see that.
31. It's the 31.
31. Yeah. So it's quite high up. Yet it's one of the only coins that hasn't properly gone like anywhere near really its all-time high.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's a project that to definitely look into. I think it has a lot more room to grow. So that's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah. Taking a look into Ethereum. Ethereum has, first of all, let me get this straight. Do you pronounce it Ethereum or Ethereum?
I say Ethereum.
Ethereum,
yeah.
Ethereum.
I don't know. I think there's not a bad way to say it. It's just watching too many American YouTubers.
Yeah. From time to time, I say Ethereum. I say Ethereum. I like just randomly switch between the two. I never really say Ether, although that's literally like the short term. But
yeah, Ether's like the short. Yeah. I never say that.
I think some people say Ethereum. Ethereum is because they pronounce the first ether and then they just say Eum. So Ethereum.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Ethereum is also the other one. So pretty steady increase. If I go into all, had a spike here, and then now it's going to fling back up to the top. Literally breaking. What? This used to be literally $1. And
most of them,
yeah, I know. Most of them start off really low. So you go like swing up to like $2,000. So yeah, that's very, very, very cool.
Yeah. I'm curious who it is that's actually bought right at the start and who managed to hold through the first crash in 2017. Like the people that did that, props to them, you know. So.
Yeah. And also, I'm pretty sure many people have done this mistake like too many times, and that is buying Bitcoin like 2010 when it's like $2 or something, or 2009, I forgot, when it was really low, like around $2 or something, and then they bought it. Now it's so much, and then I'm pretty sure a guy lost $225 million because they forgot a freaking password to their Bitcoin wallet. And very
possible.
Very possible.
So they're trying to be secure using a ledger, but in the end it didn't work out. So.
Guys, when you write your password down, put it somewhere safe, make sure you don't lose it, or just save it on the internet, or get a hardware wallet and try not break it. So
exactly, or be one of those people that really takes it to the next level and get like a security deposit box, put it in one of them. You're good. You're good. But, you know,
good. All right. So I think you wanted to talk about Neuralink, just probably for a few seconds. So
that would be an interesting one. Would it help if I share my screen quickly?
Yep.
Or, no worries. I believe this is the website. Yep. I might be on the wrong one, but So Neuralink, that's a very interesting thing.
Yep.
It's Elon Musk, one of his, I would say less major things he's doing right now, because I'd say SpaceX and Tesla are the main ones, but this probably going to be huge in the next, I'd say 5 to 10 years. So it's going to start off actually helping people with Alzheimer's, people who are paralyzed, and who have different issues relating to their nerves mainly. So essentially what he's going to do is put an implant into just above your ear. It's like, I believe it's like a centimeter squared. And they'll connect wires to different parts of your brain, and then they'll sew you back up, and it wouldn't look like you have it at all, which is the scary part. So you would not know if someone had this. and they're going to start off with these type of people, they say, so people who need it, and from them gain people's trust essentially, and eventually put it into just normal people who want it, who are interested in having it. He says you'd have to sign a lot of papers even to get it, but that eventually you wouldn't need to talk to people anymore, and you could think something and they would like hear you by thinking, essentially like a phone, like a voice message, but without thinking. Like, it blows my mind. Exactly. And he says it's possible, very possible. This is what it is. This is like a big version of it. So very interesting, I'd say. I don't know what your thought is on that. Scary, not scary?
For the first thing, as soon as you said, you'll be able to communicate over just by thinking of stuff. I think I really won't trust that. I mean, you said he wants, Elon Musk probably definitely has to gain trust to put into a regular person, but even if then, I probably still wouldn't get this, because what if there's like this slight % chance of getting hacked through that thing? That will be absolutely horrible. Like, I cannot describe it. It's gonna be so bad.
And he says it is possible. It would be possible to get hacked, so like there have to be a lot of security measures in place. I mean, just look at it, so like this little link they implant, and then it's quite big, to be fair. It is quite big.
I'd also think it would be great for someone you said who has like Alzheimer's or like disabled or paralyzed, maybe, and I think that will be pretty important for them, because really they wouldn't have too much of an option. So if Neuralink actually develops something like this, it will probably be a good shot for them to try it out. So
yeah, I think that is definitely where it would probably start. I mean, if you look here, like they literally have an app where it connects with Bluetooth, and you control yourself through an app. It's crazy. I agree with you on it. I wouldn't personally. I don't think I would do it at least straight away. Or probably never. Like, it's not going to be, I don't think, a big part of our lives. But I think in the future,
I'm pretty sure you can make this. Elon is on the right track to, he has a good heart to try and help someone with Alzheimer's and disabilities. Probably just not to the point where you want to give it to a regular human. I think we're good as is, so
Yes, I'm happy about the way we are. Like, we don't need this, like, but Elon always thinking in the future, so we'll see. But there we are.
Cool. So, I think that wraps up everything that we have to talk about. The latest trends in the start of 2021.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Leo, for being in the part of my video. I really appreciate it, and everyone go show him some love in the comments, and I'll link his channel in the description below if you want to go check him out. And as always, like and subscribe to both of our channels. That's all.
Thank you, Harry.
No worries.
Perfect. I'll link your channel in my description too, so so here's Harry. Thanks, everyone, who's from my channel, but
Thank you. And if that's all, it's Harry and Leo here. Peace out.